1987. Michael Larsen, son of the company founder Ola Larsen, has Medela Germany registered in the commercial register. Oberschleißheim is the first choice for Medela Germany's headquarters. It has excellent transport connections and is close to the Swiss parent company as well as the wonderful city of Munich. In 1988, Medela Germany becomes operational, with Michael Larsen as managing director and a small team of employees. In a simple storage area with an integrated office, the team gets to work eagerly. The first deliveries arrive from Switzerland. It is bad luck, however, that there is no direct access to the storage area. Packages have to be passed through the window one by one, which requires a hand from everyone on site. Nevertheless, this special kind of logistics serves the company well for 5 years. From the very beginning, the company serves 2 business areas, healthcare and breastfeeding. The customers are hospitals, pharmacies and midwives. In 1989, the first sales representative is hired. He is responsible for all business areas and all customers across the whole of Germany. Then, the Berlin Wall falls. This opens up new market potential for Medela Germany. Now, it's a case of taking the right path with the right people. In 1990, a successor is sought for the managing director, Michael Larsen. Hans Schmidtner is the best candidate. He has previously worked in the sport and lifestyle business, so the regulated environment of medical technology is a big change for him at first. And his work is not easy. He starts off with a small team and quite limited office staff, and a turnover of 2.7 million Deutschmarks. The budget for important areas, such as participation at exhibitions and congresses, is rather modest. But nobody complains. In true Medela fashion, everybody rolls up their sleeves and gets to work. They drive up and down the country in a 7.5-ton truck. Exhibition stands are set up and dismounted again until they eventually fall apart. The company wants to have dedicated sales representatives for the east of Germany as soon as possible. They should come from the former East Germany themselves, because they will speak the same language as their customers and be familiar with local conditions. A good foundation for customer relations built on trust. It is not easy to find suitable employees, since jobs with a sales representative profile simply did not exist in the former East Germany. But over the months, 5 new sales representatives are recruited. It is a strategic move, which will eventually pay off. Nowadays, Medela has over 50% of the market share in the former East Germany. In 1993, the company reaches the 5 million Deutschmark threshold. With the higher sales, the number of employees increases too. The Oberschleißheim office soon starts to run out of space. A new building is found in Eching, and it has a dedicated area for loading and unloading. Medela moves in 1993, initially occupying the ground floor only. In 1994, it then takes over the first floor too. In 1994, the company finally breaks even, and Medela continues to grow. In 1998, the company breaks through the 10 million Deutschmark threshold. The marketing department is set up. The sales representatives are now divided between the areas of breastfeeding and healthcare, so that they can provide a targeted service to their customers and develop specialist knowledge and skills. By 2002, Medela already has 33 employees. The company has already outgrown the building capacities in Eching. Without delay, the landlord has an additional floor built over the existing warehouse, providing new office space and better working conditions. In 2004, the company exceeds the 10 million euro mark. New and innovative products are added to the range, and the number of deliveries increases. The warehouse is almost bursting at the seams. What can be done? A kind of party tent is mounted adjacent to the warehouse to provide more space. At the same time, planning begins for a new logistics center in the neighboring community of Dietersheim. 2 years later, in 2006, The building is complete. It boasts 630 square meters of space, enough for the logistics, purchasing and service departments. In 2009, Medela introduces a new sales organization. The breastfeeding team is split into two divisions, professional and retail. The retail sales representatives are now in charge of baby shops, pharmacies and drugstore chains, as well as online retailers. The company also expands beyond the national borders and takes over the breastfeeding market in Austria. In 2009, the company counts 56 employees, including the newly created education department, and together they generate over 20 million euros in turnover. Now it seems that the Eching offices really are going to burst at the seams. For the first time, the company considers constructing their own building. Over the next few months, Medela purchases several plots right next to the logistics center, near a research center and other high-tech companies. Planning for the new building and the construction of the road begins. In 2011, the ground is broken, and in May 2012, the topping out ceremony is held. In 2012, 82 employees generate more than 30 million euros in turnover. Finally, the long-awaited new administration building is ready in spring 2013, and the big move takes place in early April. Medela's new building has space for 120 employees. An extension is planned as of 2020, which will provide space for a further 60 employees. You have to think ahead, because Medela is never going to stop making big plans for the future. To be continued.